On April 29th, 2024, Venus, the planet of love, money, your resources, is now going to enter into the earth sign of Taurus. She's very happy and comfortable here. She is going to be here until May 23rd, 2024. So while in Taurus, you are going to be seeking these connections with other people. You're going to value security. You're going to have this appreciation for those things that are longer lasting. Your desire for pleasure and joy, it's going to be strong. It's like sinking into the earthy elements of things and wanting partnership and security and stability in your relationships. You're going to be seeking out all types of loyalty that from others, whether it be friends or through work associates. This is you looking for more sensual, strong, physical connections with other people in your life. You're going to be wanting to hold on to someone or something that you love with a stronger grip. This is a time where Taurus values bring you in the moment of exploring your senses, things that are tangible and physical, like your expression of love and romance. Now, during this transit, you're going to be searching out all types of high quality, solid, practical, long-lasting items, like practical items that you would purchase, or relationships, wanting to have these long-lasting relationships. You're going to be wanting to hold on to your possessions. This includes creative projects like art or listening to good music, trying good food. Anything that really inspires your senses or that brings you pleasure. You're going to prefer things that are earthy, natural, sensual, grounded. You're going to be looking for more things that you can be indulgent about at this time. Hi, I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and this is your Venus in Taurus 2024 transit forecast. To get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. Now let's dive in. So for Aries Sun and Aries Rising, we now have Venus in your second house. Venus is really comfortable in the sign of Taurus, and your second house represents your money, your resources, your skill set, your talents. The second house is, what do I need in order to feel secure for my self-esteem, for my finances? It's your financial condition, it's your movable property, but it's people, places, and things that you want to surround yourself with in order to feel secure. So wanting high quality, like a car or blankets, it's wanting something that will last over a longer period of time, looking for quality. Venus also rules over your seventh house of partnerships. So we know that you're going to bring in topics that revolve around your significant other, your clients, your one-on-one relationships, your business partners. The seventh house also represents open enemies and exes. So we know that the story of Venus moving through your personal house of resources is going to bring in the themes or the flavor of partnership in your life, and it's going to be a strong partnership. The seventh house is about love and contractual agreements and where we negotiate. So as we move forward, I want to bring you to so on May 1st, we have Venus in Taurus, and there's our first square, and she's going to be in a square with Pluto. Remember, squares they're 90-degree angles. It's two signs that do not actively work well together. So we have Earth and we have air. Pluto is in Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of death and birth and transformation in your house of your dreams, your goals, your networks. Who do you align yourself with? And this could be with your connection to peers or kindred spirits, your social circles. So we know that there's something that's going on with that area of your life that's not blending well with you and your security, what you need in order to feel secure, your money, your resources. So with the transit, it's coming up with a strategy that both of these areas can blend together and work out well together. It's not give all to one and give none to the other. A square has to be integrated in order to it's there to cause disruption in order to cause a blending of the two. It's how do I work well together in these two areas of my life? How can I blend this lesson together? Then as we move forward to May 18th, So on May 18th, we're now going to have Venus, and she is in a conjunction with Uranus. So we know that you've started something. Remember that as a planet moves through a house, it's activating the house and the themes of the house. And then as it comes in contact with other planets, it changes it or flavors it or adds another dimension to it. So we're still talking about your personal resources and people that you love and things that you love and quality and wanting earthy time together. Now, Uranus is the planet of unique, think outside the box, disruption and liberation. The two together is combining the energy of what you love and who you love and how you love and really radical thinking and disruption. And so together, this is an opportunity to think outside the box of what you are starting and how will this transform and liberate you for later with your finances, your skill set, your financial condition, your work ethic, your money. Then the next date I would like to share with you is May 23rd. So on May 23rd, we have a couple of things going on. We have Jupiter conjunct Venus. Remember, Jupiter is the gaseous planet that expands. And so you've had this liberation, this shock, something that's been going on, your finances, your resources. And now we have an expansion of. I absolutely love this because this is about your skill set, your talents, money, love, resources, something that has to do with creating some stability here. Now, it's in a harmonious aspect. It's in a sextile to Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is dreams, illusion. Now, if it were a difficult, I would say, okay, our dreams and our illusion, it's foggy, we're not seeing things, but this is a harmonious aspect with your 12th house of tapping into your intuition. So if your gut says something, you should definitely follow your intuition. The 12th house is the house where we go and we meditate, we tap into our mind, our subconscious, our dreams, our intuition. It's also the house where we work with hidden enemies and the house of self-sabotage. So this could be freeing yourself of self-sabotage and saying, I need to pay attention to what my gut is saying. I trust this person. I don't trust this person. I want to do this. I should put my money here. I should buy this. It definitely, all of it is about you, your money, your resources, your finances, partnerships, relationships, and then trusting your gut with this. So Aries, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising, I absolutely love this for you because Venus is now moving into your first house of self. Venus is very comfortable here. This is about you, love, beauty, your health, your vitality, your strength, your habits, creating a healthy routine for yourself, your power, your self-expression, you being seen, changing your overall look, revamping something that has to do with that. This could be your website, your business card, anything where you are going to be seen and your image and your interests. So Venus is about love and money and resources, but it's also about bringing in stability and seeking others that can support you. Venus wants to bring people, places, and things and blend them together. Venus also rules over your 6th house of your daily habits, your health and well-being, mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, emotional, taking care of yourself on a daily basis. The 6th house is how you take care of not only yourself, but after you get into the habit of doing that, how do we support and give to others? It's our balance between our home and our work. Now, on May 1st, we have this square to Pluto. Remember that squares are 90-degree angles. They are when two planets are in signs that are not compatible. So we have Venus in an earth sign and we have Pluto in an air sign. Pluto wants transformation. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, rebirth, total transformation, like down to the bottom, like start from scratch. And Pluto is in your 10th house of your career, your job, your legacy, how you are seen in the outside world. How are you transforming who you show to others for your career, your life path, your what you want to achieve, your professional life? And this is in an air sign. The air sign is connected to many people. And I want to be connected to these people, but I also want to remain myself, like independent. And so we have this, how I'm seen in the outside world and how I am changing, growing, and evolving now. It's not one over the other. Squares are these difficult opportunities for you to say, how do I work together to work through this energy of what's going on? I'm transforming myself, and how am I also sharing that for the outside world to see? Or is one trying to stop me? And how do I work through this? This is for you to say, I need to navigate this energy of who I am in the public and who I am with people that see me now, my power, my self-expression, and I need to work through that, because this definitely has to do with your money, your resources of like the 10th house is where you make your mark on society, and it's your reputation. It's how you get paid for like your job. It's your job. All right. So then as we move forward, I want to look at May 18th. So on May 18th, we now have Taurus conjunct Uranus. Venus in Taurus conjunct Uranus. So Venus, we're still talking about you, beauty, love, your daily habits, how you look, money, resources, bringing people together. Uranus is the wild card. Uranus is think outside the box. It's shock. It's surprise. It's radical. And so this could literally have you making a radical change to something that has to do with you, your health, your vitality, your habits. This could be like a major haircut, a major weight loss, a major identity, like something that has to do with you and how people are going to see you. Like I want to be known as a healer, and nobody would have suspected that. It's like coming out of the closet. It's shock, surprise, meant for liberation of what Venus is offering you. Then I want to move forward to May 23rd. So on May 23rd, we're going to have a couple of things going on. Now we have Jupiter conjunct Venus. Venus, again, the love, the money, the beauty, conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter is this gaseous planet that makes everything bigger, everything that it touches. It wants to expand. It's higher wisdom, higher knowledge, sharing it with everybody, everything. And it's in this harmonious aspect to Neptune. Neptune is hopes and dreams and beliefs, and your 9th house is who do you connect up with in order to do those things. Neptune can be connection to spirit, connection to divine. Neptune can have like the rose-colored glasses or the beer goggles on, but this transit is how can I see through those things in order with who I am showing to the world. What does beauty look like? What does love look like? Who am I connected with? Your 11th house is the connections that you have with peers. It's people who share the same beliefs as you, your social circles. They're like your star family, your kindred spirits. It's you networking with others for your goals of things that you want to do. And so this is going to bring about huge expansion of like first house themes all about you, like your appearance, your image, your being seen, your outlook. I absolutely love this for you, Taurus. So I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Gemini Sun and Gemini Rising, Venus is now making her way through your 12th house. The 12th house represents everything that's when you close your eyes or you dream or you meditate, or it's the house of isolation. It's the house of affliction. And so there's this positive and this difficult area that goes with it. So the difficult is hospitalizations, institutions, hidden, like where I have self-sabotage. The positive that comes from it is it's my personal unconscious. It's where I tap into my dreams, my intuition, astral travel, astral projection, the Akashic records, meditation. It's where I do the inner healing. It's where I go for spiritual retreats, for rest and recovery. And the sun is here, Uranus is here, Jupiter's here. Like there's a lot of work going on in this area of your life. And it's finding the inner beauty. Venus wants to bring people, places, and things together, and finding the beauty in grounding yourself, in meditating, in it's okay to be alone. It's okay to have that safe space. It's okay to tap into my intuition and go for that walk to earth and to ground. Take that beautiful, nice Epsom salt bath, to be in small groups with people that fill your heart and fill your soul with great conversation and great food. Venus here is going to be offering you these opportunities for you to be stepping into this and embracing it. Now, on May 1st, Venus is going to be in a square to Pluto. Pluto is in Aquarius. Squares, remember, are 90-degree angles. They are difficult time periods that have to be integrated together. Pluto is the planet of death, rebirth, transformation, where you have to cut everything down to the raw bones in order for it to, it requires that. It says, no, strip everything down, start from scratch. This is what you need in order to grow in this area. And so Pluto and Aquarius in your 9th house is, I want to dive into religion and spirituality. I want to have these cross-cultural experiences with people by traveling there. I want to take this class. I want to take this workshop. I want to study this. I want to understand this. I want to connect with other people, and I need to be open-minded about it. The 9th house is legal, adventure. It is publishing and journaling. And so you're going to have to search out or be open to other thoughts, other beliefs, other ideas. This is an opportunity for you to integrate this earth energy with the air. Remember, it's a square that says, it's not my way or your way. It's how do I integrate with what I know, with what I'm feeling, with connecting with other people, and is it real? And like having an open mind and exploring other options, other it's other religions, other philosophies, other beliefs, and diving into it and saying what resonates with me and what does not, and filtering through all that. When we move forward to May 18th, so we're taking the same theme and telling the story about where you're going with it. On May 18th, we now have this conjunction with Venus, and now she is meeting up in the sky with Uranus. Uranus is liberating. It's shock. It's surprise. It's think outside the box. I had no idea. It's huge in that she's offering this opportunity for liberation of old ideas, connections to new people. This could be understanding your dreams, tapping into the Akashic records, understanding the messages or the symbols of finding a feather, finding a coin, hearing that music. It's understanding your shadow self, your subconscious, and who are you connected with? How are you connected with it? Bringing together these tangible experiences and exploring the different realms that are available to you. All right, then we're going to move forward to May 23rd. So on May 23rd, we have a couple of things happening at the same time. We have Venus is now going to be conjunct Jupiter. Venus, taking these same themes, wanting to bring people, places, and things together. Jupiter wants to expand. Remember, Uranus is all about that liberation and shock and surprise, and it's a stroke of genius and these aha moments. Jupiter is higher wisdom, higher knowledge, you connecting to like definitely other realms, you connecting to higher thought, higher religion, higher beliefs. It's you connecting to prophetic dreams, visions, about understanding things and expanding your dream realm. Now, if there have been things going on, like I'm going to go back for just a second about this Uranus being liberation of freeing you from isolation, because the 12th house is the house of isolation. Or it could be liberating your mind, like giving you this freedom to explore these other avenues of your life. And there's this harmonious aspect with Neptune at the same time. Now, Neptune is our dreams, and it's beautiful, it's watery, it's connecting to the divine, and the 12th house is like where we do the shamanic work. It's where we connect to the spiritual realm. And so this harmonious aspect in your 10th house of your career, your job, your legacy, maybe sharing your thoughts with others, or as an authority figure, or authority figures connecting with you in order to want to hear about it. The 10th house is, what do you want to achieve? Your professional life. And it's at the top of your chart, and these are my dreams, these are my thoughts, these are my beliefs. Neptune can have like rose-colored glasses or like beer goggles on, but Neptune in a sextile offers you this opportunity to say, I need to tap into my intuition and what does it feel like? Remember, Taurus is earthy, it's solid, it's grounded. And how can I use my senses to navigate where I need to go, what I need to do, what is true, what is not? And this does involve something that's going to have to do with your public life, your career path, things that you want to do in the outside world, things that you want to share eventually in the outside world. So Gemini, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon or full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Cancer Sun and Cancer Rising, I love this for you because Venus is now moving in, and she's going to be traversing through your 11th house of who do you want to connect up with? Where do you want to go in life? Let's put out there your dreams, your connections with other people. It'll really have you cherry picking. I want to unite with you. I want to connect up with you. Let's go have coffee. Let's go to a movie. Let's go to this event. The 11th house represents your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your social groups, teams, networks. It's your connection to peers and kindred spirits and your soul family or your heart family. And Venus coming through here is saying, I'm ready to connect with people that fills my heart and my soul and my senses with things that I value. I'm ready to create some memories with this. Now, on May 1st, we have our first square that's going to happen. And so Venus is going to square up with Pluto. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, rebirth, transformation. And it is in your 8th house of who you share resources with, or who you are connected with money or contracts or negotiations. And this could be with business partners, significant others. This could be with clients. This could be with family members. This could be with exes if you include alimony and child support. And so Pluto here is in an air sign, and it's saying we have to transform. We have to do something in this area of our life. And Venus, with your connection to your friends, is like, I'm ready to connect up with these people. I'm ready to bring them together. I want long-lasting stability. I want security. And what does that look like with your connections that you have, like these joint ventures or these shared resources with? And so squares need to be integrated. It's not one way or the other way. It's how do we take the two things together and blend them so that both can go away somewhat satisfied with the agreement that comes from this transit. Then I want to move forward to May 18th. So on May 18th, we're now going to move into where Venus is now going to be connected up or conjunct with Uranus. Now, you're taking the same thing. Remember, you're bringing all these people and places and things together, and there could be a mixing and sharing of your money, your resources, of what do you want to do with it, checking out like beautiful art, good music, good food, sensual pleasures, like finding somebody through a connection that you have or a network that you have. Now, Uranus is the planet of shock, surprise, liberation. It is a stroke of genius. It's think outside the box. You can never plan for it. Everything that you think is going to happen, Uranus provides just the opposite. So there's going to be this moment, this time period around May 18th where everything that is stable will become unstable and shake and liberate you from some things, groups, people, and resources in your life at this time. Then as we move forward to May 23rd. So on May 23rd, we now have a couple of things going on. We have Venus now connecting up and in a conjunction with Jupiter. Now, again, we're now going to merge these things together, and Jupiter says, let's expand it. Jupiter is the gift to the Zodiac. It wants to expand everything that it touches. And so expansion of groups, expansion of networks, expansion of people, places, and things that you've invested your time in. It's about giving you more security, more stability in your partnerships, in your relationships. At the same time, there's going to be this harmonious aspect with Neptune. Neptune is in the sign of Pisces. This is a harmonious sextile that Neptune is working with you. Neptune can be dreams and illusions, and it sometimes can be like wearing the rose-colored glasses. But it's also about tapping into intuition. The ninth house are your cross-cultural experiences of when you connect with other people that are far away. It's the house of publishing. It's the house of legal matters. It's the house of, I want to go there. I want to travel. I want to try that really cool food. I want to experience this. I want to go to that resort. I want to travel there and connect with its higher education. It's different beliefs. It's different thoughts. It's different people, places, and things. And so Neptune here is saying, you want to tap into this? You want to do this? Let's make a plan. Let's make a goal. Then the 11th house is, what do you want to do with your goals and your dreams? And you saying, I want to connect up with these people and I want to go there. I want to make this happen. I want to ground and make this a solid, stable thing because it's really going to feel good. It's going to be tangible. There's going to be these expressions of love or romance or these deep connections with friendships that you create at this time. And it could be, I want to travel there. I want to take that class. I want to experience this. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Leo Sun and Leo Rising, Venus is now moving into your 10th house of your chart. It's the top part of your chart. You being seen by everybody. It's career, it's legacy, it's your reputation, it's your professional life. It's you focused on what do I want to achieve. It can also be representative of authority figures or you being seen as an authority figure. Now, Venus also is co-ruler of your 3rd house of communication. So I want to throw in themes of how are you communicating? Who are you communicating with? This is neighbors, siblings, cousins. It's relationship with the people that are in your community. And it's also about short distance travel and technology. So we know that we're going to be bringing in these themes because because you're going to be wanting to connect people, places, and things together. And what does that look like? So if we start with May 1st during this transit, so on May 1st, we're going to have a square between Pluto in Aquarius and Venus in Taurus. Pluto in Aquarius is air and Venus in Taurus is earth. And so they don't mix well together. It's a 90-degree angle. It's a square. It's about energy that needs to be integrated. It's not one way or the other way. It's how do we navigate this? How do we work this out? Pluto is in your 7th house of your relationship with everybody else, your partner, your business partner, your significant other, your clients, open enemies, exes. Squares are difficult in that the 7th house represents who you love, who you want to have contracts or negotiations with, who you have made promises to, or who you want to negotiate and cooperate with. So we know that there's something that's going to go on with something that has to do with love and beauty and money and your resources and wanting to create some things that are longer lasting. And how do you navigate that with partnership, with clients, with relationships to friends and significant others? And so there's going to be something that's going to have to be worked out and navigated during this time period. As we move forward, I want to take a look at May 18th. So on May 18th, we are now going to bring in Taurus is now conjunct Uranus. I'm sorry. Venus in Taurus is now conjunct Uranus. So Venus, these same themes, wanting to ground them, wanting to be stable, wanting to like things that are reliable. It's about love and beauty and money and good food and like, let's just sink in and enjoy the moment. Not with Uranus. When Venus comes in contact with Uranus, Uranus is the liberator. It's about shock, surprise. I didn't see that coming. I was unaware. It's the from the Zodiac perspective, it is a stroke of genius, but it's also you were unaware. You didn't see something coming, and there will be something that happens from this, like a liberation or a freedom that comes from this. So you're not going to be able to plan for it. You're just going to be able to expect that what you thought was solid, stable, and grounded is not, and this is to break it up and create something that's better from this transit. All right, then as we move forward to the 23rd. So on the 23rd, we're now going to have a couple of things happen. We're going to have Venus in a conjunction with Jupiter. I absolutely love this because we're back to love and beauty and money and bringing people together. And Jupiter's like, let's expand this. Let's now share this. You know, like Uranus has like broken the mold on some things. And Jupiter is like wanting to share it with everybody. It's wisdom, it's knowledge, it's Jupiter is like the gift of the Zodiac, and it is shoot for the stars, like expand everywhere with wisdom and with knowledge. Now, it's going to be in a harmonious aspect, a sextile with Neptune. So Neptune is thoughts and dreams and belief into the divine. It's your connection, and Neptune is in Pisces. It's watery, it's emotion, it's like being in tune to yourself. And it can have rose-colored glasses on, but it's what do I want to do with faith and hope and belief, with my resources that I share with other people, my connections that I have with other people. The 8th house is your joint ventures. These can be business ventures. This can be partnership ventures. This can be with family and with exes with like alimony and child support and debt. And it's what can I do with these shared resources that I have with, and these connections that I have with other people. The 8th house is the house of these taboo topics that we don't talk about things. It's debt and taxes and where we make these investments. And it's the house of deep psychological connections that we have with other people. And so this being in a harmonious aspect is saying, I can expand this area by these connections, and let's move forward with creating something that's tangible in the moment and enjoying our physical senses, and something that's practical and solid and can last over a longer period of time. So Leo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Virgo Sun and Virgo Rising, Venus is now ready to make the journey through your 9th house. The 9th house for you represents foreign people, places, things, publishing, diving into a class, diving into a workshop. It's you connected to other people, places, and things where you can travel to. It is it's legal matters. It's seeking out adventure. It is these cross-cultural experiences. It's you sharing your thoughts and ideas with other people who have different thoughts and beliefs, and it's having prophetic dreams and visions. The 9th house is long distance travel and imports and exports. Now, Venus here is bringing together, connecting. Remember, Venus wants to bring together things that are tangible, things that are of value. It represents money and love and beauty. And so this could be you creating some of these things, or searching out some of these things, or finding these things that are tangible and have these physical expressions of meeting somebody who is far away, or like somebody who is foreign, for love and for romance. Now, Venus is the co-ruler of your 2nd house of your self-worth, your cash, your property, your money, and your salary, your income, your things that you need in order to feel secure. So we know that this is going to have some of the themes are going to be throughout Venus's travel through this house. So as we're moving forward, Venus on May 1st is in a hard aspect, a square to Pluto in Aquarius. Venus is in Taurus, which is an earth sign, and Pluto is in Aquarius, which is an air sign. It creates a square. It's a tension point. It's about, how do I integrate? How do I work through this energy? It's a lesson. It's an opportunity. So Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth and transformation. It's in your 6th house of, how do I make things a daily habit? How do I take care of myself? How do I give myself self-care? What does that routine look like? And how am I of service to other people? It's mental, physical, spiritual health, well-being, seeking out a counselor, a mentor, a chiropractor, a sound therapy, like a sound bath. It's you taking care of yourself. And what is going on between these two? The dance is they're both wanting to lead. And so you're going to have to learn. There's going to be a lesson here to learn, how do I include all of these things in my life in order to integrate the change that I want to move forward with, because the theme is going to continue for the rest of this transit. Then on May 18th, so on May 18th, we're moving forward with Venus is now going to be conjunct Uranus. Now, Uranus is the planet of shock, surprise. I didn't see that coming. It's the planet of liberation. So you've started something. Like as soon as she goes into this house, it's you wanting to blend together, bring together, and it's looking for these connections with other people. And Uranus didn't see that coming. Liberation, shock, surprise. It literally shatters the stability that you had in order to give you a look at something else. Every time something happens, like the energy is bringing together, and it is, I cannot have this, I need freedom, but what does this look like here? And so in Taurus, it's seeking a connection with others, but a connection that's secure and appreciating things that are long lasting, and your desire for pleasure. And Uranus is like saying, we can't have all of this. We have to liberate ourselves from people, places, and things, like in this time period. As you move forward from that, May 23rd is going to offer you a couple of things happening at the same time. On May 23rd, we're now going to have Venus in a conjunction with Jupiter, merging its energy. Venus, yay, let's bring everybody together. It's love, it's beauty, it's money, it's resources, it's expanding this. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion, wisdom, knowledge, sharing. So is this publishing something? Is it writing something? Is it taking this class? Like the ninth house themes are legal matters. It is courses and workshops and travel. So what are you doing with all of this? The sky is the limit with this transit, because you have a harmonious aspect now with Neptune. Neptune is in Pisces. Neptune is dreams, and it's like closing your eyes and being in the water and being connected to spirit. In your seventh house, a partnership, clients, one-on-one relationships with business partners, significant others, your best friends, your significant others. Pisces is this like bringing you, wanting to merge together your thoughts, your ideas, your beliefs in a grounded way, and bringing you partnership in order to make this happen. And how can I expand this? It's paying attention to your dreams and your intuition and following that, so that you make these grounded, practical decisions in order to move forward. So Virgo, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Libra Sun and Libra Rising, Venus is now making her journey through your 8th house of the resources that you are sharing or connected with others. This includes alimony, debt. This could be business partners. This could be significant others. This could be exes with the child support, the debt. This could also be this connection to family, because it's the house of deep psychological. It could be people that you have these connections with that include taboo topics that you don't share openly with other people, and wanting to have these deep sensual connections. The 8th house is also the house of sex. It's not just money, but it's your resources. And so sharing these resources with other people that you want to have these deep bonding experiences with. Now, Venus is also the ruler of your first house of self. So we know that this has to do with your identity, how you look, your strength, your habits, your self-expression, you being seen. We know that this is bringing in topics that include all about you. As we move through this transit, Venus on May 1st is going to be in a square, which is a hard aspect to Pluto in Aquarius. Venus in Taurus, Taurus is an earth sign, and Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius is an air sign. Pluto is birth, death, and rebirth. It's about transformation and regrowth. It's about like the snake shedding its skin and evolving and transforming. This is in your 5th house of love affairs and children and creativity and what you want to give birth to, taking risks. And so we have all of these themes in a square with what you want to do. So Venus is starting off in Taurus, saying, I want to connect with you. I want it to have a long, meaningful, I want to have security. I want long-lasting relationships. I want the money that we are sharing together, the investments that we are connected with these creative projects. I want it to be long-lasting and solid and stable. And there's something going on with Pluto that is saying, no, a square is an opportunity to give you these tension points where we have to talk about this. We have to integrate this. There has to be something that we can't have one way or the other way. It's integrating it, and what does that look like? It's not all one and all the other. So know that you're going to be moving forward with some type of integration and transformation of these themes. Then I want to move forward to May 18th. So on May 18th, we have Venus now connecting up in the sky, making a conjunction with the planet Uranus. Venus, these themes, Uranus is shock, surprise. I didn't see it coming. Liberation. It's a stroke of genius. Aha, I didn't know it. And so it's like an earthquake. It's taking something that you thought was stable in order to break it up and give you some liberation. This could be with a connection that you have with an ex. This could have a business partner, a significant other. It'll have to do with your shared resources or your shared connections, your shared bonds that you have with other people. The end result is supposed to be liberation for freedom, so you can create solid, stable, tangible results from it. As we move forward to the 23rd, on May 23rd, you now have a couple of things going on. We have Venus in a conjunction with Jupiter. I'm absolutely loving this because now Venus loves to be in conjunction with Jupiter. Jupiter is this gaseous planet that says, yay, let's all expand things, happy, joy, love, stability, these creative projects. It's earthy, it's solid, it's stable, it's reliable. And there is this harmonious aspect with Neptune in Pisces. And so Neptune is dreams and beliefs and your connection to the spirit or divine in the sixth house of your daily habits, taking care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, who you connect up with, how you do that, how do you take care of yourself, how do you practice self-care. And so Neptune being in this harmonious aspect is saying, this makes me feel really good. This brings me joy. This brings me pleasure. Let's expand upon this. The eighth house themes of deep bonding, this connection, and expanding it and sharing it with Jupiter expands with wisdom, with knowledge, with others that are out there. And so Venus is holding on to what you love, what you value, what you appreciate, wanting to bring together and unite at this time. So Libra, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Scorpio Sun and Scorpio Rising, Venus has now entered your seventh house of you and other people, you in partnership, you in love, you and with your connection to business partners, significant others, best friends, clients. The seventh house is negotiations and promises, and it's contractual relationships. It is love and marriage, and there are open enemies and exes here. I want to bring that up, but Venus is about uniting, and it's about money and resources and wanting these connections with others to be tangible, to be creating stability and security for you as you move forward. Venus is also the co-ruler of Libra, your 12th house of your dreams, where we have self-sabotage and hidden enemies. But I'm also going to throw in there, it's where you've taken these deep journeys of what do you need, your connection to the divine. It's your connection to spirit, your connection to your ancestors, your spirit guides, you doing the shamanic work, your spiritual realm, your spiritual retreats, where we go to rest and recover, and you saying that I need to feel safe and secure in these relationships that I'm having with other people, and I want them to be deep and meaningful. I need this for my personal security. So as we move forward for this transit, the first date that I want to talk about is May 1st. On May 1st, we now have this square. A square is a hard aspect. We have Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, and rebirth. It's the planet of transformation, and it's like the god of the underworld, and it's in your fourth house of home, your traditions, your real estate, your property, your ancestors, your personal life, your family, those people that have shaped you. So Pluto is definitely transforming this area of your life, and there's something that's not working well together. You have Pluto in Aquarius, which is air, and you have Venus in Taurus, which is earth. And these two signs are creating an opportunity. It's a tension point in order for you to get creative or work out and integrate the energy so that it flows better. Squares are literally opportunities to grow and transform. Everything cannot be ease and grace. And so it's giving you this opportunity to say, all right, is this connection, does it work well with my family members? Does this give me security? Is this partnership or this relationship, are they loyal? Are they, is this solid? Is this practical? Like, is this contract? Remember that the seventh house is also contracts and negotiations, and it can be with clients. It's the 1+1 house. So you are trying to integrate and work out, what does family, home, foundation need to be integrated with partnership and contracts and negotiations. And this may mean that if you're going to work with family, you're going to need some contracts. You're going to have to negotiate this. I'm encouraging a third party for that one, so you don't get caught up in the because a square is a tension point. All right, so as we move forward, I want you to look at May 18th. So on May 18th, we now have this story evolving about what's going on with you, what's growing, changing, evolving with your Venus. On May 18th, Venus is now going to be conjunct or merging with Uranus, blending its energy. So some things that you're starting by bringing people together, looking for stability, looking for joy, looking for physical connections, these tangible experiences. And then there's Uranus. Uranus is shock, surprise, electric. Think of it as like sticking your finger in an outlet. It's like, oh, like I didn't see that coming, or I didn't know that was going to happen. Uranus is about freedom and liberation, and it will shock and surprise and liberate you from some things, people, places, and things that you are connected with. It's always for the best and highest good in order for you to transform and grow from. And it can bring shocking people into your life and connections that you can have with those people through contracts and negotiations or love. Then as we move forward to May 23rd. On May 23rd, we're going to have a couple of things happen at the same time. We have Venus connecting up with Jupiter, conjoining in the sky, and so taking these same themes. Now, Jupiter wants to expand everything: wisdom, knowledge, travel, experience. Like, let's do this. Let's make this solid and stable. Let's improve this. This is about pleasure. This is about physical connections. This is about love and being in the moment and exploring these things and bringing pleasure, but they're solid and stable and grounded. And remember that this can be about contracts and this can be about clients, but this is also about love interests or partnership. Now, what's working with this is the sextile to Neptune in Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is watery, intuitive. It's about connecting to the divine, filling up my senses. And so there's this harmonious aspect of a sextile saying the fifth house is children, love affairs, the house that I want to create, like art and music and beauty, because that's where Venus like loves to be. And it's also the house of where I will take a risk. And so we know that there's something going on that you could be taking a risk, or there could be partnership that evolves from this, or a connection that brings about some form of creativity that can expand through money, resources, contracts, creating art, music, or exploring those venues of good music, good food, like doing these things together and exploring and expanding upon the Taurus themes of making it grounded and money and resources and stability. So Scorpio, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising, I love this for you because Venus is now moving into your 6th house of daily habits and self-care. This is going to bring love and resources and beauty to your daily habits of how do you take care of yourself. This could be through exercise or vitamins or seeing a practitioner. The 6th house is how do I take care of myself, but also how can I be of service to others? How can I create something that is of value that other people will also appreciate? There's a lot of things going on with this transit for you. Venus is also a co-ruler of your 11th house of your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your goals, your networks of who do you connect up with in order to move forward with things that you want to do. Like the 11th house represents your connection to your peers, but it's your networks. It's your people that you have shared beliefs with. And so Venus going through this house is going to offer you stability, security, something about with your finances, exploring good food, good music, good friends, good networks. Like I want to put more exercise into my daily routine, and I'm going to walk my dog and I'm going to do it with my friends. Or I want to check out this retreat because it'll be for self-care. It's you sinking into things that you need in order to fill up your mind, your body, your spirit, and it's about health and healing and connecting with other people, places, and things. It's about grounding and bringing pleasure and being in the moment, like doing that. It could be earthing and grounding and taking a nice walk in the woods, or taking the Epsom salt bath, or doing a float, or going to, we talked about a retreat, but a meditation or a sound bath. All of these things is bringing you pleasure to your senses in order to take care of yourself. Now, as we move forward through this transit, the first difficulty that we're going to have is May 1st. On May 1st, we're going to have a square. So you know that you're going to be starting these things. And then we have this hard aspect. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, rebirth, transformation, where we have to grow, change, and evolve. It's in your 3rd house of communication with siblings and neighbors and cousins. And the 3rd house is also technology and science. And how do I communicate and talk and exchange ideas with people on a daily basis? There's something that you're going to start and want to do and move forward with that needs to be integrated. Hard aspects are opportunities to grow, change, and evolve. It's not one way or the other way. It's I want to do it this way and I want to do it this way. And they're together. It's how do I communicate this? Who do I do this with? Bringing in science, bringing in technology, bringing in these thoughts and these ideas of have you ever thought of a float? You know, like when you get into one of those deprivation tanks, or have you done the ayahuasca, or have you? Okay, I don't want to throw too much like crazy stuff out there, but like it's you connecting into other ways of connecting into spirit and healing your body through alternative health and healing. Like maybe you do a sweat, you know, maybe you do like there's all kinds of things that are out there that are available to you. And how do you navigate this? How do you integrate this? How do you find this information out? Where do you go? Who do you connect up with? That's the square. The square has to be integrated and worked out in order for you to move forward with this. Then, as we move forward to May 18th, so on May 18th, we're now going to have this first major conjunction of Venus with Uranus. So Venus, remember what we're starting, and Uranus is the planet of shock and surprise and think outside the box, and it's freedom and it's liberation and it's an aha moment. And I would never have known that had I not done that, had I not met this person. And so Uranus, there's going to be something that will rock your world, shake up the stability of what you've been doing. Maybe it's leaving this counselor and seeking out someone here. Maybe it's doing some shamanic work. For each person, it's going to be different, but it will be liberating, shock, surprise, and there will be a positive that comes from this. Taurus is wanting stability, wanting things to be grounded, wanting reliability. And if you always do the same thing and you never change, then you never learn. And that's where Uranus comes in. Uranus literally is like the earthquake that shakes things up. Then as you move forward to May 23rd, on May 23rd, we have a couple of things going on. The first is we now have Jupiter conjunct Venus. I absolutely love this because Jupiter is your chart ruler. And so Jupiter wants to make everything bigger, brighter, better, expand on things, higher wisdom, higher knowledge, like seeking wisdom, connecting with other people. This could be connecting with your spirit, connecting with like other dimensions. This is foreign people, places, and things, diving into classes and workshops and like studying and spirituality and religion. And remember that this is alternative health and healing, and these are daily practices. What's good with this is we have Neptune in Pisces in your fourth house of home. Family, roots, foundations, ancestors in a harmonious aspect. It's in a sextile. And so it's offering you this connection to your ancestors, to your spirit guides, to other realms. The fourth house is it's not just your traditions, and it's your home, your family, your genealogy. It's where have I come from, and what is this wisdom? What is this knowledge? What is this intuition that I'm tapping into in order for me to say, I got it. I understand. This is what I need to make a daily practice of. It's freedom. It's liberation. It's your desire for having these relationships and this understanding and wanting to have this stability in your life. It's about love and money and resources and connecting things. Taurus is such a slow and steady sign that Venus here wants to create these habits that will last over a longer period of time. And so you are working on your daily beauty and health and your mental, physical, spiritual well-being, and gaining this information from Neptune of my beliefs, my dreams, and something that is connected from your ancestor or your ancestors, your past, or your home, your traditions, something that you can build a solid foundation upon. So Sagittarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Capricorn Sun and Capricorn Rising, I love that Venus is now going to be moving through your fifth house. The fifth house for you represents children, love, intimacy, where you're willing to take a risk. It's the house of creativity and art and music. It's the house where we're willing to take a risk for gambling or experiences that we want in our life. The fifth house represents your hobbies and the people that you connect up with in order to explore those hobbies. And this could be with your children or childlike activities. So as Venus is going through here, Venus also rules over your 10th house of your career, your job, your legacy. So we know that this has to do with bringing people, places, and things together for love and for money, and for bringing together our resources, like wanting to enjoy good music, wanting to go to a play, wanting to enjoy the good food. It's you using your resources to create these tangible experiences in order for you to have these relationships, these partnerships, and being in the moment and sinking in and enjoying all of life's pleasures. Now, as we move through this transit, the first thing that's going to happen is we're going to have a square on May 1st. Squares are hard aspects. They're a 90-degree angle where two sides have to work some things out. Pluto is in Aquarius. It's an air sign in your second house of your cash, your property, your resources, your self-worth, your values, your opinions. And Venus is in an earth sign in your fifth house. And so this square is, how do I integrate where I'm willing to take a risk with what I want to do or what my children want to do? This could be about taking a leap of faith. And this could be, do I make this investment? Remember, the second house is about your personal money and resources. And so this could have to do with risk, excitement, gambling. The fifth house also represents what I want to do for recreation and pleasure. And do I pay for this? Do I go here? Do I pay for this art class? Do I pay this money for this concert? Do I go to this amusement park? Taurus, being such an earth sign, wants everything to be grounded, solid, stable, and have pleasure. But there's something that has to do with your personal resources that's at odds here. It has to be integrated. It's not doing one thing and then ignoring the other. Squares are intentional tension points that need to be worked out and integrated in order to move forward for your best and highest good. So know that moving forward, that's what you're going to be starting off with. All right, so then as we move to May 18th, on May 18th, we're going to have our first conjunction, and that is with Venus and the planet of Uranus. So we know that you've started something, you're moving forward, you're having a really great time. There's these creative projects, or you're doing, this is like you seeking out, I need to do this. I need to have more play and joy and fun and tangible and physical expressions in my life. I need more love. I need more romance. I need, this could be holding on to like your possessions and like the things that you're working on and wanting solid, practical, long-lasting, not just relationships, but things that you are doing. You don't want to do it just for the moment. It's, I want to have this for the experience of, and I want it to be like more longer lasting. All right, so Uranus. Uranus is shock, surprise, freedom, and liberation. It is in the Zodiac, we think of it as electricity. It is think outside the box, and I didn't know that was going to happen, and I'm surprised, and I tried to plan for it, and now I have to work with what I have. It's like an earthquake because Taurus is earth. And so think about this foundation, like things that you had going on. Now everything's on shaky ground. The stability, the security, it'll be like rock your world. It's not a bad thing because liberation comes from it, but know that it will happen. Like something will happen that'll transform the momentum of where Venus is going from here. As we move forward to the 23rd, on May 23rd, we now have Venus in conjunction with Jupiter. I love this because Venus is like, remember, she's bringing people to places together. She is like wanting to do like sensual things. Like I want to sit there and I want to have the cheese and the crackers and enjoy the outside concert. And I want to be there with some good friends. And I don't want this to end. I just want it to be like a warm summer night and make these memories. And Jupiter is, how can I expand on this? How can I, Jupiter is the planet of, it's the gift of the Zodiac of expanding your mind. It's your horizons, it's education, it's travel, it's I want more. And so these experiences can cause you to say, I want more, and how do I make this happen? On May 23rd, we're going to have this beautiful harmonious aspect with Neptune in Pisces in a sextile to Jupiter and Uranus. Neptune in Pisces is about my dreams, my beliefs, and it's sometimes wearing the rose-colored glasses. In your third house of communication and who you communicate with, and science and technology and travel on a short distance, like close to you, like closer to home. And so it is offering you this opportunity to say, I love everything that I'm doing. I need solid, practical, more opportunities, because it brings it brings joy to my heart and my soul. I want this connection with this person. I want it's Venus unites, and it's about love and beauty and money and resources. And how can I bring all of this together? And who do I communicate this with? How do I communicate this? And then Jupiter is, I want to share this. I want to not just do it here. I want to search it out in other places. And I need to make a plan in order to make that happen. There's this opportunity for you to look at these indulgent times that you're having and appreciate the long-lasting benefits that come to bringing joy to your life on a daily basis. So Capricorn, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer full moon and new moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising, I love that Venus for you is moving through your fourth house. The fourth house is like your foundation. It's your real estate. It's your property. It is what you build your life upon. It's family, and it's people that feel like family. The fourth house is your personal life. It's your ancestors. The fourth house is also your traditions. It's your home and anybody that is within your home or feels like home to you. Now, Venus also rules over your ninth house of foreign people, places, things, cross-cultural experiences. So like trying new food, new music, it's taking classes and workshops, and it's studying abroad, it's legal matters, it's publishing things. And so these topics are going to be brought up during this Venus transit through you building a solid foundation, and it's love and money and resources put into your home. All right, so the first transit that I want to draw your attention to is on May 1st. We're going to have a square to Pluto in Aquarius. Now, squares are hard aspects. They're opportunities to work through the energy. Pluto in your first house represents you transforming who you are. Pluto is the planet of birth, death, and rebirth. It's taking its time going through the first house of self, with you being seen, your outlook, you being like your power, your appearance, your interests, your image. I always call it like your business card or your website. So it's who you are presenting to the world and how people are viewing you. It's your identity. So there's something going on, this tension point between who you're trying to become, who you're evolving and changing into, and the beauty and the love and the resources that you have within your home and your foundation. And so the square aspect is not one and not the other, but it's I have to integrate this energy. I have to work out, what does this look like in order for me to move forward with my home and who I am in my home, and how do I feel about this? All right, so the next transit is going to be on May 18th. So on May 18th, we have Venus now moving through your fourth house of home, bringing you all these gifts and goodies and abundance and love and this security and stability and partnership and syncing up. Now we have shock and surprise. Venus is now meeting up with Uranus. Uranus is the planet of liberation, the planet of freedom. It's electricity. It's like when you stick your finger in an outlet, it like stops everything for a moment and shocks. it's like an earthquake to your home. And so it's going to shake up some things that are going on within your home. Now, the earthquake is meant to shake up the foundation in order for you to seek these connections about security and an appreciation of what you are growing within your home. The shakeup is to get you out of a rut of something that's going on. The sign of Taurus is about not wanting to change. Taurus does not want to change. It wants to stay stable and reliable. The bull, it wants to stay in its pasture and can't we just enjoy the moment? And why do we have to get up? And I'm enjoying this food and we're near a stream and it's beautiful. And Uranus is like, you got to change a little bit. We just can't stay here. And so there will be some kind of a shakeup that will go on within your foundation of the stability of what you are creating here for your best and highest good. Now, as we move forward with it, on May 23rd is a couple of things that are going to be going on. We now have Venus conjunct with Jupiter. Jupiter is the gift of the Zodiac. This is the plus that comes from it, the happiness, the joy, the expansion. So Jupiter wants to expand everything that, like, you have the shakeup and it's like, oh my goodness, I didn't know about this. It's the discovery of. So Uranus could have had you discovering something about your ancestors or about your property or expanding on some traditions or something about your real estate. Remember, it's not always bad. It's meant to be for your best and highest good. And then Jupiter is going to take it and expand it and say, holy mackerel, I didn't realize I had these family members. Look at my family tree has now expanded. Or it gives you this opportunity to connect with other people in your personal life. Like literally, this could be your family expanding by children having children, or you wanting to expand the family, or expanding your literal home, the foundation, the house, the walls, the everything, like making it bigger and bringing people in, or expanding the building of. So Aquarius, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe. So for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising, I absolutely love this for you because Venus is moving in your third house of communication. It's short distance travel. It's who you communicate with on a daily basis. It's you diving into your neighbors, your siblings, your cousins. It's communicating with through email, phone, text. It's you using science and technology to stay in touch and stay up to date on ways that you can communicate, talk, and exchange and share your thoughts and ideas. And so this could be you journaling. This could be like your personal memoir. This could be educating yourself, writing, or sharing your personal journey. Venus going through here, Venus wants to bring and unite together. Venus is the goddess of love and money and resources, and she's bringing solid, stable, grounding opportunities to where you are connecting with others and who you're connecting with. So if you have this online communication with someone, it's about making it more stable and secure in your partnerships and your relationships. These can be work relationships or business or partnerships as in significant others that you are searching out. Now, Venus rules over your 8th house of people that you share resources with, that can be business partners, significant others, exes, and this could also be family. It's the house of taboo topics, and it's also the house of sex. And so if we bring in these topics of you wanting to unite, wanting security, financial security, business security, security in your partnerships and your physical connections in the way that you communicate with others, wanting to be yourself, but also wanting to have a connection with somebody and tapping into art and music and anything that's beautiful, any like great food, having these connections with people, like going to a concert. All right, so as this transit occurs, the very first square that we have is going to occur on May 1st. Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius, which is an air sign, and it's in a square with Venus in Taurus, which is an earth sign. So we have a square is a tension point that it forces you to integrate the energy of what's going on. Pluto in your 12th house represents your self-sabotage. It is where you are pulled away from people. The 12th house is the hidden house. It's hospitalizations, it's afflictions, it's you tapping out and isolating. Like this could be self-isolation, or this could be intentional isolation, like rehab or prison, or like, again, hospitalization. The positive that can come from this is dreams and psychic abilities, but it's a square. So where are you not reaching out and allowing for the connection with others, tapping into your dreams and releasing yourself of the fear of wanting to have these connections? The 12th house is kind of like the basement. It's the stuff that we have to deal with, the shadow self. It's the personal unconscious. Where am I triggered? Where do I need to have this deep journey in order to understand this inner healing that I really want? I really want a connection to somebody, and I want it to last. And how do I communicate this? What does this even look like? I want to be part of this, and how do I integrate this? How do I move through this change? A square needs to be integrated in order to move forward. So part of Venus's journey. As we move forward to May 18th, so we're taking the same story, moving it to the 18th, and we have the first conjunction of Venus with Uranus. Now, Uranus is shock, surprise. It's a wake up. It's a liberator. I tried to plan for something and I didn't see that coming. And it's science, it's technology, it's an aha moment with something that you have been working on, wanting stability. Uranus in Taurus usually is like an earthquake in this area of your life. It's like where you have been stable and complacent, Uranus will shock and shake you out of it in order to move forward for your best and highest good. And this is in the form of your communication and your travel and looking for solid, practical, like relationships and finances and money and love and beauty. And like literally this is like shake you to the core and bringing you the gifts that come from it. All right. Then as we move forward to the 23rd, on the 23rd, we're going to have a couple of things happen at the same time. You're going to have Venus now connecting up with Jupiter. I love this because now that your third house of how you communicate and who you communicate with and using science and using technology, working through your fears has been transformed from the shakeup of Uranus. It's offering you this opportunity of growth and abundance because Jupiter is the gift of the Zodiac. It wants to expand. It brings this opportunity to connect with other people that are far away. It's the opportunity to travel. It's taking classes, taking workshops, having things published. Jupiter wants to connect with other people, places, and things that involve faith, hope, and belief in things that we just cannot tangibly touch. And with Venus here, it's finding love in that and moving forward with that energy and the growth that can come from it, and seeking these connections with others and valuing the security and the appreciation that these things can be long lasting. And I just had to be I was complacent. I needed to be shook out of my comfort zone and moved into a different area of my life where now I can transform. So Pisces, I would love to hear your thoughts about this in the comments below. Please join me live on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I offer new moon and full moon astrology consultations. For private consultation, you can schedule that at willowgracemystic.com. And to get updates as soon as they're released, please subscribe.